Grab your friends and dance along. Join the party all night long. Get ready for a ride. Buckle up, hold tight. We're gonna ignite. Shake your body to the rhythm. Let the music take control. When the beat drops, you better lose control. We're here to make memories. Create an unforgettable night. Forget about your worries. Let's spread the love and shine so bright. Welcome to the Sugar Show, where the energy is high. We're gonna dance till the morning light. Feel the music, let it flow through your veins. Come on, everybody, let's have fun, fun, fun. Hey y'all, how you doing? Glad you came through. Welcome to the Sugar Love Show, where we have fun, fun, fun. Grab your friends and dance along. Join the party all night long. Get ready for a ride. Buckle up, hold tight. We're gonna ignite. Shake your body to the rhythm. Let the music take control. When the beat drops, you better lose control. We're here to make memories. Create an unforgettable night. Forget about your worries. Let's spread the love and shine so bright. Welcome to the Sugar Show, where the energy is high. We're gonna dance till the morning light. Feel the music, let it flow through your veins. Come on, everybody, let's have fun, fun, fun.
Hey y'all, baby, I got some update to the update. I'm gonna come back on later tonight, but I want to give you guys these update. I want to give you guys this update, right? I always tell you guys, hey Miss Leo, what's up, Jack Jack? I always tell you guys when something goes down, I always tell you guys it's more. It's more than meets the eye, right? It's more than meets the eye. Right. So again, hey, mother loves logic. Hello, how you doing? But I'm gonna give y'all an update to the update to the update, right? But first, I want to show y'all how these beautiful, lovely black men. Yeah, I'm gonna show you these beautiful, lovely, lovely black men that done turned on us. Uh-huh. And some women too. I'm waiting for Crimson. I'm waiting for Viva. I am waiting for them. I seen Anton. Anton. I am so shocked. Did the right thing, right? He called a spade for a chance because he knew he would not have been able to get out of that. And when you know you have a big following that regardless of even if they know you wrong, they follow you so much that you're gonna be right. But he didn't say, he said, I'm not gonna call it a black woman thing. I'm just gonna say, so listen. we give him a half a point, right? We can't give him the full point because he didn't want to say it was the black woman or whatever. But he did agree what happened, what was wrong. I'm totally shocked, but he did what was right. I don't know if he felt that it was right or was it the right thing to say. Well, we don't know, right? So we're gonna get into Tyreek Nashe first because I'm trying to wait for y'all to get up in here before I give y'all the up to date. It's gonna rock. It's gonna rock your world. It's gonna rock your world, baby. I keep telling y'all, y'all know I do my research. All right, let's get to this one first. This is courtesy of
they're picking on
this
your
video
humanity or
credit.
their systems in which to
family member in him for you to be
Now this goes to Kelvin Mackey. Kelvin Mackey. This video credit goes out to Kelvin Mackey.
explaining like that. Any black person, and I saw Candace Owens explaining all the cowards explaining ass narrative. I'm white and I say so. She wasn't. Mm-hmm.
They had something to do with starting that as well.
The Moroccan Empire isn't an
Right. Wait. Yeah, right. That's part of it.
Spain. It's not the superpower on the U.S. government, sir. That's all it is. But anyway, thank you so much. Thank you, sir. I don't want to hear this guy babble. I don't want to hear Leo babble because he's babbling and explaining, and it's so nonsensical. Let's get Amir. Let's get Brother Amir, and then we're gonna get Average.
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's up, Amir? How are you, brother?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. I was looking into the situation with Miss Massey, and I decided to finally go and try to look at the whole video of her and that whole incident. And right at the moment where the cop was shooting at her, I played it back a few times and put it on super slow motion, and looked like she grabbed that pot and was throwing it straight at him. So I was wondering what people think about that, if people had noticed that or what.
That's basically on some I'm white and I say so. She wasn't throwing the pot at this guy. She wasn't throwing the water at that guy. That's basically the new version of George Floyd died of fentanyl. You understand? They're trying to blame her for that race soldier shooting her in the face like that. All right. And as a black person, and Amir, as a black person, that's cowardly for you to even regurgitate a bullshit talking point like that.
It's not a talking point.
Yeah,
though.
That's cowardly. It's easier to be a coward than to say, hey, man, this race soldier, they violently did a racial killing and I can't really do anything about it. It's hard to say that, which is the truth.
I don't support it. I don't support what happened to her.
But saying that cowardly shit you just
whatsoever, and
saying that she looked like she threw the water, though, that's coward talk. You understand that?
Play it in slow motion at 10 minutes.
I've seen the slow motion. That's a coward ass narrative.
Unless that's doctored footage, it just. I thought that she was just standing there and that she wasn't, responding in any way, which would make it a lot more bad.
Where
You know what I mean?
family from, Amir?
Nah, I'm FBA, baby. It ain't got nothing to do with that. I was really, it's really sad for me to see the footage myself, but I saw it and there it is. So y'all go look at it. It's on my timeline. I just posted it.
We saw it. She wasn't a threat to that officer.
I'm saying she was a threat. I agree. I don't think they should have shot her, but she wasn't just standing there.
She was just standing there.
Because she squatted down, and then when she was squatted down, she like from that squatted position, she grabbed that pot and hurled it at him. Like, go look at that video, man. Go look at that. It's on my timeline. Watch it in slow motion at 10 minutes and 40 seconds, and y'all will see it for yourself. I personally
explaining for the white man, dude. You're explaining.
Hey, go. Y'all will see it. You'll see it.
That's cowardly.
I think
that's very cowardly. Where are you from for real? I'm looking. They were showing me your picture. Who's white in your family?
The truth of it is just what it
In your
is.
family.
Look, I'm FBA.
Who's
I'm a Black American.
white
I come from a
in
long
your
history. I come from a long history of Black
who's
Americans,
white in
generations.
your family?
You heard what it is,
White
man.
in your family, sir. Is it your mother or your
Okay.
father?
Neither one of my parents.
Sir? You look like a dark white dude.
Well, I'm not.
Who's white in your family, sir?
Like I said, man, y'all check out the footage. You know,
Okay, he's quiet for a reason, and you splaining for a reason. Because you're in that racist ass suspected white supremacist cop. You see a family member in that. Yeah, you see a family member in him for you to be splaining like that. Any black person, and I saw Candace Owens splaining. All the cowards are splaining. Anybody halfway justifying that sister getting executed like that, you are a low-life coward. Don't try to tell me about some pot and then, well, you slow it down a little bit. You do see it. Just say you're a damn coward. You're a coward. You feel powerless, and look, we're in a powerless position. But say that. Say, hey, look, we got to figure out how to empower ourselves so that we're not this vulnerable. Because let's be real, that race soldier doing that, it made a lot of black people feel powerless. Like, damn, man, they can just walk in and blow us away. It's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow because now you got to get serious. You got to be like, okay, we got to do something. And we might have to lose our lives doing something, like the brothers and sisters in the late 60s, early 70s. They said, we're going to do something, even if we have to lose our lives. We're not just going to let people come in and blow us away and blow our wives away and our mothers, our sisters, our daughters, our sons. Yeah, we're going to have to do something. So instead of people saying, hey, we got to do something, well, look where she did kind of look like she had kind of threw it at him a little bit. Cowardice is not the option. You're being a coward. You're being a damn coward. And you should be recognized as the coward you are if you sit here and remotely justify that woman getting blown away like that. Average Black, hop on, brother.
Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for having the patience that you.
Now, that's just one, right? That's just one. Again, the black man. It is a black woman too. There are some black women also, right? It's not just the black man, but another. Let's check out this other black man, right? Like I said, this really ain't gonna be long. We're gonna talk about it later, right? But I just want to get this information to you. Just want to get it to you. Now, okay, hold on. Here go another one, right? I'm gonna show you. First, he says, officer unalives woman armed with boiling water. He says justified, right? I ain't even getting to that video yet, right? Then he did another one and he states I was wrong. But what in all reality, what he does, Mr. Officer Tatum, what he does is double up on the bullshit, right? He doubles up, right? This credit goes out to Officer
crashing
Tatum.
right over here.
Now here we
And
go.
look at the steam.
Here we go.
When I play it the first time, don't watch her. Watch this boiling hot water hit this table and hit this ground, and watch the steam that comes up.
Now,
therefore, you know,
y'all let me know if y'all see some steam. When y'all see some steam, let me know. Let's go.
She threw the boiling hot water. You see that steam? Let's go back.
No, she fell, sir. That's on the floor when she fell, sir. When she fell, sir.
She throws the water.
No.
You see that steam right here? This is that boiling hot water that she threw this direction. And if you keep watching that area,
no, sir.
Just watch it. I
No.
wish I can do it in slow motion.
Sir, that's when she fell. That's why the water is on the floor. No officer is there. Where that steam that you're talking about, sir, there is no water. There is nobody there. That's when she ducked, right? Right? The lady is down. When she fell, it hit the chair. First, you say she had it when she gets back up, which I told you guys, there was no water in the pot. But if you look there is no cop there. And that spot that he's trying to show us, there is nobody there. Right? So that steam you're talking about, a person is not there. Right? I already told you guys, she is not mentally ill. Yeah, he is. She's not mentally ill. She was sick. She had lupus and end-stage kidney disease, right? And I'm sorry, she was only 36 years old. She was only 36 years old. Listen to them numbers again. She was 36 years old. But I got a new piece of information for you. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming, and it's coming, right? Like I said, this ain't gonna be a long video at all. But I just had to show you how the black man again is showing a bitch assness. Let's go.
He walks closer to her. I'm assuming to see what she's doing back there. And then she comes up with the pot.
Why would you assume when her hands was up, they pulled the gun out and then she jumped? The gun was out. I mean, not jumped. She bent down. She dropped down because she thought that she was calling. She thought she made the phone call to help her. She did not envision nowhere that two pow-pows would be in her face, sir.
How she throws hot water. A lot of people are saying that she never threw the water. I want you to watch this real quick. Whether you believe it's justified or not is irrelevant in this video. And I wish I'd have did the first video like that, where I didn't make a comment, because people get in their feelings about what I said versus looking at it.
We looking at it.
I want you to watch what happens right here.
Okay, go
You're
ahead.
going to see the steam. When I play it the first time, don't watch her. Watch this boiling hot water hit this table and hit this ground, and watch the steam that comes up. Therefore, you know she threw the boiling hot water. You see that steam? Let's go back.
Look at that. If you don't notice, she's on what part of she's on the ground? Either A, she fell, or B, he already pow-powed her. He pow-powed her already. He pow-powed her already, sir. Are you forgetting that part? By the time they walked around, hold on, let's see.
She throws the water. You see that steam right here? This is that boiling hot water that she threw this direction. And if you keep watching that area, just watch it. I wish I can do it in slow mo. Can I do it? Can I slow it down? Watch it in slow motion, okay? I want you to watch it.
We're watching.
She pops up. He goes back. She pops up here. You can't see it from this angle, her, but you can see the steam. I want you to look at the water and the steam hit this floor right here.
Did you hear what he said? Look at the steam and the water hit the floor. The steam and water hit the floor. It wasn't. They are not there. The water is not even towards them. Again, yes, heartbreaking. He was far from crazy. He knew exactly. The steam came is because the water was already boiling. But the light, as we already know, his life is in no danger. Like we
See
can't
that
see.
steam? And people are saying she never threw the pot. She actually did.
No, she never threw the pot. The water is on the floor, sir. Now, again, somebody mentioned this tattoo. What are the chances? What are the chances I stop this right at the tattoo? Right? Somebody in another video mentioned this tattoo. What are the chances that I will stop this exactly on this tattoo that somebody was talking about? Right? If somebody know how to read the tattoo, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat what the tattoo is saying. Right? But let's go.
Throw the pot. Now, whether you think he's justified or not is on you. Whether you think he should have ever been there, he should have done different tactics is a different story. And that's debatable, right? And that's what they're going to articulate in the court of law. Now, let's look at it from the other angle so you can see a different angle of what happened. Many people are articulating that she actually didn't have anything in her hands when she went down the first time. Let's watch it because it's pretty reasonable to think that, but we got to watch it all the way through. He pulls the gun. She ducks.
I'm gonna come back. I'll be tomorrow. Mommy said that I'm gonna go home today, but then she said I'm probably gonna come back here tomorrow.
Get in the bath.
But I need clothes.
You got in that bag.
That one?
Clean? Now, as you see, it doesn't matter. She's nowhere near next to him, next to the officer, as we see.
I need a shirt.
You use a right?
What you said?
She got both hands up, right? Now, this is what people I think are missing. When the camera pans, she must have put the pot on the ground or something. Because as you're going to see in slow motion, she's going to pick a pot up and throw it, and you're going to see the steam come up because it's hot water. She does have her hands up here. I would have loved to see this situation be over right here. He pulls the gun. He said, "You better not do it." She say, "Okay, I wish this would have been over." As a matter of fact, in a reasonable situation, this would have been over. Somebody would have just said, "All right, this man gonna shoot me. I'm done. Hey, I'm sorry. I don't want no problems." But clearly, this woman is not. She's not operating right.
She's operating correctly. She ducked. She ducked. How much more correctly you want somebody to do? Like, oh, I'm calling you to help me. You tell me to go to the stove about some damn boiling water. The next thing you know, like, what would give you the intentions of thinking that she wanted to throw the water at you and she the one caught a popo? Y'all can't explain that. Y'all can't explain that. God dang it. Just like Tigger.
So we're gonna watch two things here. You see, look, she's coming up with something in her hand, which
That's the
it looks like
empty
a
pot.
You see her throw the pot?
No, the pot.
Let's go back.
No, there's nothing in there at that point in time, sir.
I want you to watch it. I want you to watch her for a second. Don't watch anything else. I want you to watch her. She's going to appear here,
her.
and you're going to see the pot in her hand. She's going to throw the pot at this officer. Just watch it. She comes up. She throws the pot.
No, sir.
And you see the steam from the boiling hot water.
No,
right here.
No.
It's still steaming as
no,
you watch this.
No, sir. No, sir. I don't. No. There's no way. There is no way she threw the pot in. How did the water get on the side of her where she's at? If she threw it at him, why is it on the floor? If you said she threw the pot at him, why is the water on the floor? Why is the water where she at on the floor? And we already know when she got back up, the water is already on the floor. She has nothing because of the way she's holding the pot in one hand. We already know the water already spilled on the floor. When you see her up, one hand is down, one hand is up, right? Now, I'm going to give y'all some new information. Y'all ready? If y'all ready, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all ready for this new information, if you didn't hear it yet, let me see some 1s. Yeah. I don't see no 1s. I'm not going to show you. Y'all ready for some 1s in here? If y'all want to see the new information that I found, y'all better put some 1s in the chat. Y'all got to wait till tonight. Y'all got to wait till tonight. Y'all better put some 1s up in here. Hey, Queen Shay. All right. I need one more 1. I need one more 1 up in here. One more 1. I tell y'all all the time, things be connected. A lot of stuff is not by coincidence. It's not by coincidence. Y'all, I need 1. It's 9 people in here. Somebody better put a 1 in this chat. Somebody else better put a 1 in this chat. I'm waiting. Y'all gonna miss something. I need to see 1. Put a 1 in the chat. Or I'm gonna switch it. I'll switch it to members only. I'll give it to the members only. We need 1. Hey, Blanche. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? How you doing? Always good to see you, Blanchy Pooh. Hey, my Pooh Bear. All right, we got that last 1. All right. Here we go. Here we go, guys. I got some info for you.
If they're not able to control.
Oh, this goes out to Black Discoveries. This video credit is Black Discoveries. Let's go.
Their emotions. These types of cops don't need to be granted immunity. There were 2 police officers and 1 was handling her. Why couldn't the other one go to the stove and turn off the boiling water in her hand? Why are you?
All right, guys, this is going to blow your mind. This is getting ready to blow your mind. Y'all know I go out and find the info. This right here gonna blow your mind. Get your ears on. Put your ears on. Let's go.
The police force if hot water scares you. Police officers were aggravated because she met their sarcasm with scripture, and that really sizzled in their spirits. A felon don't need to be a president, just like a trigger-happy criminal don't need to be a cop.
Now, I know everybody on TikTok is talking about the...
Okay, Look, 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 look. God, this is going to blow your mind. Look at the little boy. Look at the little boy. Let's go.
Tragic unaliving of Sonya Massey by the police in Springfield, Illinois. But did y'all know that her 4-year-old cousin, Terrell Miller, was also unalived by police in March? In fact, the day after Sonya Massey's body cam footage came out, it was announced that the police officer that shot and unalived Terrell Miller was not going to be facing any charges or discipline. They are using Sonya Massey to cover up this announcement. Nick Gawk also did not attempt to do any first aid on the 4-year-old that he had just unalived in the chest. And here's the thing, Lieutenant Nick Gawk also knew Terrell's mother. He had been trying for years to hassle her. Here's what happened that night. On March 16th, Terrell's mother's highly intoxicated ex-boyfriend strong-armed his way into their home, telling her that if he couldn't have her, nobody could. He proceeded to spend hours essaying her at knife point. When the police were finally called, they spent 10 minutes outside of the door, not attempting to come in. Lieutenant Nick Gawk was the superior on scene who made that call. When they finally broke down the door, they found Kiana on the floor in a puddle of her own blood. She started screaming, "Save my baby, save my baby." At that point, when she said that he held the weapon to her, the woman bleeding out on the floor, instead of neutralizing the man holding a knife, they let him walk across the room into the child's bedroom. When he appeared, he was holding 4-year-old Terrell Miller in his arms with a knife against his throat and against his stomach. And with no regard for the child's safety, Nick Gawk fired through Terrell, unaliving both he and the perpetrator in one bullet. The body cams will be released next week, probably Monday. When Kiana woke up in the hospital, she was informed that her son did not make it. She then had to recover from 27 incisions from that night. There will be a protest in Macomb Monday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sonya Massey's killer is in prison. Terrell's killer is not. Please, say Terrell's name for Sonya's sake.
There you have it. There you have it. Now you know they are related. They are related. They are related. I tell you guys all the time, I'm going to drop the link because I got like another half an hour. But baby, I told y'all I was going to bring y'all the scoops. Y'all better stop playing with me. Y'all know I do my research. Y'all know I do my research. Right? Y'all didn't know this cases was related and the same damn precinct. I keep telling you, they know who you are. They know who you are. They know who you are, people. That's why she was scared. That's why she said when she noticed how the police was acting, right? She knew what type of police she got because they related. I'm going to rewind it again. Y'all didn't see that one coming, did you? Y'all didn't see that one. Y'all got it exclusively here. Exclusively here. What's up, brother?
Hey, sis, what's going on, gang?
I'm going to rewind that part again because people don't know about that part. Let's go. When I keep telling y'all, these people know who you are. Not too many things is by coincidence, right? Not too many, not saying there is no, what are the coincidence? A lot of things is not a coincidence. That precinct was mad at that family because they took out that little boy. I'm play it again.
And it hit different when you know that, don't it? It hit different when you know the background now.
And still you have, they got this lady Dana Dane, but they eat her ass up. You still have, I already showed y'all a couple of men speaking out again against the black woman. This is retarded. But that's not the information I wanted y'all to see. I wanted y'all to see the connection. Right? Let's go. I'm gonna let y'all see it again.
with scripture, and that really sizzled in their spirits. A felon don't need to be a president, just like a trigger-happy criminal don't need to be a cop.
Now, I know everybody on TikTok is talking about the tragic unaliving of Sonya Massey by the police in Springfield, Illinois. But did y'all know that her 4-year-old cousin, Terrell Miller, was also unalived by police in March? In fact, the day after Sonya Massey's body cam footage came out, it was announced that the police officer that shot and unalived Terrell Miller was not.
Basically, right here, she's showing you the cop got promoted, right? Cop that took out the little boy, he got promoted. Can you believe this shit? Look at that. Cheese. Okay. Cheese. Right? Cause another, it's sad to say, she called. The man beat her up, and essaying her. He stabbed that woman up. And instead of retaining the man, they let the man get to her son, and pow-pow's the freaking son. The 4-year-old. So people are angry and upset. So now here she go calling the popo. I don't know. I don't know if they trying to take out but it just so happened they knew who she was. They knew who she was. We don't know. And they walked free and got a promotion. Look at her smiling. Cheese. I have to show this little boy face again. Because rest in peace, little young man. You didn't deserve this neither. You did not deserve to get hit in the chest. And I just hope you are able to rest in peace, young man. You know, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. What? Here we go.
With scripture, and that really sizzled in their spirits. A felon don't need to be a president, just like a trigger-happy criminal.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to let y'all know the last piece of this also, because we also was talking about Project 25. I'm going to tell you the part that I know y'all forgot when we was talking about Project 25, and I'm going to show you what part y'all missing, what really matters right now. But let's go.
Need to be a cop.
Now, I know everybody on TikTok is talking about the tragic unaliving of Sonya Massey by the police in Springfield, Illinois. But did y'all know that her 4-year-old cousin, Terrell Miller, was also unalived by police in March? In fact, the day after Sonya Massey's body cam footage came out, it was announced that the police officer that shot and unalived Terrell Miller was not going to be facing any charges or discipline. They are using Sonya Massey to cover up this announcement. Nick Gawk also did not attempt to do any first aid on the 4-year-old that he had just unalived in the chest. Either. And here's the thing, Lieutenant Nick Gawk also knew Terrell's mother. He had been trying for years to hassle her. Here's what happened that night. On March 16th, Terrell's mother's highly intoxicated ex-boyfriend strong-armed his way into their home, telling her that if he couldn't have her, nobody could. He proceeded to spend hours essaying her at knife point. When the police were finally called, they spent 10 minutes outside of the door, not attempting to come in. Lieutenant Nick Gawk was the superior on scene who made that call. When they finally broke down the door, they found Kiana on the floor in a puddle of her own blood. She started screaming, "Save my baby, save my baby." At that point, when she said that he held the weapon to her, the woman bleeding out on the floor, instead of neutralizing the man holding a knife, they let him walk across the room into the child's bedroom. When he appeared, he was holding 4-year-old Terrell Miller in his arms with a knife against his throat and against his stomach. And with no regard for the child's safety, Nick Gawk fired through Terrell, unaliving both he and the perpetrator in one bullet. The body cams will be released next week, probably Monday. When Kiana woke up in the hospital, she was informed that her son did not make it. She then had to recover from 27 incisions from that night. There will be a protest in Macomb Monday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sonya Massey's killer is in prison. Terrell's killer is not. Please say Terrell's name for Sonya's sake.
I'm going to share with you the easiest and fastest route to $20,000 a month in your business. Now, first, quick caveat. This only...
We're having you down here.
and I needed your help. We went through Project 25. What makes Project 25 so important is because they're ready to use Project. This is why I'm sorry, y'all black men, the terrible black men, y'all can go straight to hell, okay? Because number one, you hate the black woman or you hate the woman so much you don't want Kamala in, right? Now, according to Project 25, which I know y'all forgot already, is but he's not going to trial right now, right? And guess what? According to Project 25, the officer would have what you call immunity. And Trump has said he's going to exercise his right for immunity. That is one of the things that is in Project 25, that officers get immunity. That's very, very dangerous, especially for us melanated people, because they will not be held responsible for anything that they do. And also in Project 25, they're making it more like a dictatorship. The president has full control. So it's going to be what he says. That's why I give you guys this information. So black men, y'all need to realize that black woman y'all don't like might be the person that saved your ass. Because if Trump comes into office, Project 25 come in office, because they started writing it when he won the first time. It's 900 pages, but I showed you guys enough videos. There's not that many videos that's on it. But I broke it down, and y'all didn't realize that part. Now you can look up, if he's not fired and in jail by November, if this man, when he gets immunity, y'all gonna have to pick a side. Because what comes along with Trump is Project 25. Y'all can make all the videos you guys want, but don't forget the immunity for police. And they're bringing that up now. Look, y'all can go Google it. Y'all can YouTube it. They're already saying he's going to get immunity. Then after him, all of them get immunity. That's why y'all got to come to class. And can Kev, how you feel about this new information and what's going and about what's going on?
Well, yeah, two things real quick. First of all, if you're not absolutely abreast of what Project 2025 is, just Google it. It'll tell you everything you need to know. And like Suge pointed out, qualified immunity is one of them. They're trying to eliminate qualified immunity, which I'll just break it down real quick. Cops have immunity from prosecution in certain circumstances. That's what qualified immunity, meaning they have to determine that in this particular situation, this shooting was justified. And so therefore the immunity is appropriate for the cop to not be prosecuted. Project 2025 just attempts to wipe out qualified immunity and just give cops blanket immunity. So that means cops will never be prosecuted because they will never be reviewed. They will, they'll just be they'll be policing themselves, basically. There'll be no civilian review boards. There'll be no internal affairs, so that part is that. But I want people to not go past the fact that one important thing, the officer that killed little Terrell's mother, which was the sister of Sandra Massey, they had a history with not only the police officer that executed Sandra Massey, but the one who executed 4-year-old Terrell. Those two officers had direct prior history with these two sisters. The officer who murdered little Terrell, he had been after his mother for 2 years. Now, think about the circumstances too. You have two women who call the police in distress, and both of them end up getting unalived by the police. Well, I'm sorry, not the sister.
We know what you mean.
4-year-old. But
two people's lives was taken.
But look at the lack of care and empathy. This man know that he shot Sonya Massey in the head and attempted to render zero first aid. This police officer shot through a little child that was being held by a suspect. Now, first of all, that violates any use of force, because see, they can't blame the mother, and now they can't blame the 4-year-old for his own death. So that's going to be interesting as to how they try to spin that, because under no circumstances are you authorized to shoot a suspect while they're holding a hostage in front of their body as a human shield. And it was a 4-year-old. And this is the part I want people to remember. This is what's in the police report, not because they wanted it in there, because they had to release the body cam footage. Now, keep in mind, this happened months and months ago. They didn't
release it yet. They're going to release it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I was telling y'all yesterday when my partner and I went and got the 48-hour ordinance passed in the state of Missouri that they have to release that body cam within 48 hours. Now, do you see why? Because months and months can't go by, and then they can't manipulate the story and intimidate witnesses. But this is the key part I want people to understand. This was a 4-year-old. This officer knew that his round went through the middle center mass of that 4-year-old and struck him. They attempted to render zero first aid to a 4-year-old that they knew they shot. So I don't want y'all to let that go. When this body cam footage comes out and when the police reports come out, the officers on scene, not one of them attempted to render aid to a 4-year-old that they know had been shot through the chest. That right there shows a total disregard for life. Not only adults, this is a baby. You would think your natural instinct would be safe. Even if you didn't, let's just, in the most generous circumstances, let's say he didn't know that he actually shot the baby. He thought he missed him and shot the perp in the shoulder. Why wouldn't you immediately check that child and retrieve that child and get him away from the grip of that and then render him aid? They left him laying on the floor until EMS got there. I think it was 14 minutes later. 14 minutes. Not one of them, not one police officer on that scene attempted to render aid to a 4-year-old that they know had just been shot in the middle of the chest. So I just wanted to say that because I feel myself getting, and I don't want to ramble too much when
I'm scared to look at it. He says release. Oh, I don't know if I want it. I'm still shocked over. I'm still messed up over this one, Dunk. I'm still messed up. Right? You want me to go look for that one? Oh Lordy. Oh my, me, oh my. Right. I always tell y'all all the time, they know who you are. Right. And like I said, listen to her age. She was 36 years old. Right. Also, if you listen to the video, he asked her what was her mental. She said she was okay. So how do you claim she was mental? Why is everybody putting out she was mentally ill? Why y'all trying to make it? Oh, they're not trained. You thinking 2024? That shouldn't be part of the curriculum already? If I'm not mistaken, they even changed the law. Before, you can just go take the test and be a cop. Well, I know in New York, they changed it. So now you got to have 2 years of college to become a cop, right? So that's just so you can walk in there with some education. So that wasn't part of it, working with mental ill people. But the thing is, her mental illness had nothing. If she has it, we do know she had lupus. We do know she had the end stage of kidney failure, right? That's where she's probably taking a lot of medications and stuff, right? Now, they said, the mother specifically said a couple of days ago, she started having a feeling that something was going to happen. Sometimes people, they can feel it or they know something ain't right in their spirit and whatever, how they feel. So when them police came in, I don't know if he looked at her or something, but she felt it. She felt whatever she was thinking about a couple of days prior, right? then the way them police is now that you hear about the nephew, you can tell they walked in there like another one. We got called to another one of their family members' house.
Right. Because like you said, they know exactly who these people were. The other police officer had a 2-year history with Terrell's mother. They knew exactly. As a matter of fact, when they finally release everything, and we'll get it and pull it up, you can hear on the dispatch traffic when he got the call, he said, "Oh, it's this crazy B again," because he had been trying to get her for a couple of years because of the guy that he came there for. He had been, and they knew exactly who they were whose home they were going to. And the thing that people again have to understand is that even if you gave the police officer 100% the benefit of the doubt, he never was put on leave for one day. He never lost $1 of pay. And as a matter of fact, he was promoted, which often happens. If you look at any shooting case that happens anywhere across the country, including with Darren Chauvin, who killed George Floyd, when immediately after they have a use of force incident, they're always promoted. They're always promoted. And that is to shield them from further prosecution or from civil action, because they're going to say, well, hey, obviously they were found not to be culpable. And in fact, they're such a superior officer, they have been promoted. And they do that. You go back to the police officer that killed Mike Brown, Darren Wilson, and then you go back and you look at Darren Chauvin, who executed George Floyd. You look at the cops that killed Eric Gardner. All of these police officers got promotion. The police officer that unalived Philando Castile. You could just go on and on and on and on and on. And all of these people have literally been promoted, and it's public record, so you can check it. They don't put it on the news, but you can always find out those kind of things through Freedom of Information Act for you, because it's a matter of public record. Their salaries, all of that. Check these police officers' salaries. You can put their name right into the database, and it'll tell you how much they make, and it'll tell you everything you want to know about them. And these police forces, they can't find enough recruits to hire new recruits. So what they ended up doing over the last 8 to 10 years, where they were just simply recycling police officers who have been kicked off of other police forces. And that's what I think a lot of people don't know as well. And that's part of what
he been to 6. If I'm not mistaken, he went through 6 of them, right?
Six different departments. And as a matter of fact, it is in his personnel file after he was released from the second agency. It had been found through his psychological exams that police have to go through as part of their hiring process. They said that he should never, ever be employed as a law enforcement officer with another agency. That was after the second one. So he got 2 fuck ups. Then they allowed him to fuck up 4 more times before he ended up.
I think that because we do have real crime out here, and I think you have to really be choosy which police you send. For some of these crazy people that's out here, that's why they have police officers like him employed, right?
Exactly.
Because if you got a real criminal, right? If you got a real criminal, they need somebody just as heartless as them, right? But not heartless, period, right? No, heartless when you with them. Some people is not heartless, right? And they come do the job or whatever. If they'll believe me, they're gonna try every measurement necessary not to pull out that pow, right? But you got some, like how we watch these movies, they don't think twice. Like Ninja, soon I wish you would, right? I wish you would. But again,
it's very intentional who they hire too. So like you said, they want that. First of all, look at the size of this guy. They want the biggest, craziest, most intimidating looking officers they can find. And I remember when I was in the service and I was coming out in these, and they recruit straight out of the military. A lot of those guys have PTSD. A lot of those guys are, we call them hoorahs. It's those kind of guys that are like, like I'm super patriotic military police force, and I'm gonna come in and kick ass, and we're gonna clean up the streets. They want those people. They want them because again, you can't get a good pool of recruits because nobody wants to be a police officer anymore. Number one, they used to say it was because of the pay. The pay is shitty, but it's not that. When they ask police officers and former police officers, the number one reason why a lot of them left the profession or chose not to enter into the profession is because of the reputation that the police have earned. They said, I don't feel, even with a gun, I don't feel safe on the streets because the way that the police forces have been treating the citizenry, I would feel like a target on the street. So when they can't get those college educated guys, when they can't get those guys with clean backgrounds and clean records and guys that are service oriented, they'll get those knuckleheads that's, it would almost like be like going down to the hood and getting a couple of dudes off the block and made them police officers. What do you think would happen if you put some of these guys on a block in uniform? And that's what they're doing. They're getting all these disgruntled white boys that's Trump supporters. They hate immigrants. They hate black people. And they have no empathy or feeling toward taking the life of one of us because they see it as the ends justify the means. Because again, nobody asked for 1 second, why would you shoot at a suspect that was holding a child? We skipped all the way past that. They didn't even think that. They told him he didn't do anything wrong. So if they can shoot our babies while they're being held by a man who just stabbed their mother almost to death and nothing happens, then what do you think that's going to do to the people? And I'll just give you an incident. I just pulled this up last night. A guy did the same thing. They had unalived his wife. Lived in Phoenix, Arizona. About 2 years ago, he had been waiting. He had been planning and plotting. And so what he did, he called 911 and told them that he was having a mental emergency. So they sent the police and he ambushed them. He got 4 of them. I think he shot 9 and unalived 4 of them. And that was because of what they did. They shot and killed his wife and nobody got punished. Nobody lost their job. Nobody even got suspended. Nobody even got put on paid leave. And this is what you're going to have when you keep allowing police officers to go unpunished for killing people, because pretty soon it won't be just black people. They're going to start killing Mexicans, people they suspect to be illegal immigrants, but they know who to mess with. And I'm going to say this last thing and shut up. You notice they never unalive an Arab or Middle Eastern person because they know that if you kill a Muslim, they know what's going to happen. They know what's going to happen if they kill a Muslim. They know this. They're talking about no American Muslim. I'm talking about
right.
They know what's going to happen.
They made a mistake one time and one time only, to my memory. It could be more incidences. I don't know. And that was Amadou
Diallo.
That's the only time they made a mistake, right? That at that point in time, all they saw was his color. He didn't get a chance to speak where they could hear his accent. Any other time, because people really think, well, I hear people say that all the time. Well, they don't see nothing but your color. I keep trying to tell you, they know who you are, right? You don't never hear other races that's the same melanin is going down. They know whom is American and whom is not. They only made that mistake one time, to my knowledge. They got somebody who was our skin color, but not American, right?
He was actually Somalian.
Right. They only made that mistake. I thought he was Haitian or something, but
Somalian,
they only made that mistake, to my knowledge, one time. Is usually us, right? But like I said, there's a lot of things that's playing right here because, again, it's election year, right? Again, you got the gender wars that's out, right? And then on top of that, you have freaking these black men showing fucking steam. I'm like, the steam is already on the goddamn floor, right? Talking about y'all seen it. You just gotta rewind it, right?
But she knows because you look at the caption they put from the audio. when she was standing right there, that's when they were about to leave. The other officer had walked away. She said, "Y'all, please don't hurt me." This is before they shot her. She said, "Y'all, please don't hurt me." It's on the audio from the body cam. This is what I'm saying to y'all. It is a total, like Mother Loves Logic said, is a total lack of empathy. They cannot empathize with the people who they have this vitriol and this hatred against. Even when they shoot one of our babies, they don't have enough empathy, enough humanism in them to say, let me render aid to this baby. Do you know how the size of a 4-year-old? How could you shoot a 4-year-old, know that you shot this 4-year-old and not render aid? What? Give me the
and the man was no threat to them because he's holding the baby, right? He's holding the child with a knife to the child. So y'all let the man go, right? Again.
And then look how they responded when the mother said, "Help my baby." They pointed the gun at her. She was already stabbed 27 times by the man. She's laying bleeding out. She said, "Please help my baby." They pointed the gun at her, bleeding out on the ground from 27 stab wounds. This is insane. This is the kind of thing that, again, had they not killed Sonya Massey, this story, Terrell, a 4-year story, would have never made the news. It would have never made the news. Maybe locally for a day or two, but I certainly didn't know about it.
I went and found it.
But I certainly didn't know about it when it happened. Now, this didn't just happen. This happened.
This happened in March.
Yeah, this happened months. I mean, yeah, I meant to say months ago instead of weeks. This happened months ago. And I'm a consumer of the news, not just local news. I'm a consumer of worldwide news, international news, as well as local. I had not heard about this at all whatsoever. And so that goes to show you it took them to kill somebody else in their family.
Ill or unalive.
I mean, I'm sorry.
I know.
They got me flustered with this.
I know.
It is just this stuff can disturb my spirit for the last 2 days. I'm serious. Like disturb my spirit.
Me too. But like I said, y'all gotta. The bigger picture in here is Project 25, right? We did a whole video on that. We broke it down. Maybe y'all forgot that part, right? Sometimes people see stuff, but they don't see how it would affect them. Now you're seeing how Project 25 is going to affect you. Because in that proposes that police get full immunity. Maybe y'all fell asleep on that part, right? Maybe I'll watch the video again, or again, look it up. And Trump says if he wins, he's going to get immunity, right? Let me see if I can find that. I really got to get out of here. We'll probably talk about that later. But I just wanted to show y'all, I'm going to bring y'all the up-to-date to the up-to-date to the up-to-date. You're only going to find it here. You're going to find it here because I be digging. But I just feel so bad for that little boy, I feel like, oh my goodness. I'm like, and that was her
remember, all these black men is running around talking about they're gonna vote for Trump. This is what they're voting for. Make no mistake about it. If you support Trump, and Trump told them his first day in office, he will enact legislation to make Project 2025 all of the things that they're trying to implement, and it goes deeper than that. It goes down abortion things and things with poor people on government. It's a lot.
No, we went through the whole thing.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about people who didn't catch it. Educate yourself, because that story is not sexy like we was talking about drama shows, not the educational shows, and that's what Project 25. You have to be curious about information, because they see Project, nobody's gonna, but if it said, hey, so-and-so had gotten a fight and such, they're gonna click on that story before they click on something that says Project 2025, because education is not sexy. It doesn't capture our attention. But it's sad that it takes things like this to make us aware of Project 2025, to make us become more politically aware and see, because this is what, and Suge is trying to emphasize to y'all. When these politicians are elected, it's not just, oh, well, I like this guy and he won. You have to really do the background on these people and see what their legislative agendas are. Some of these politicians will tell you they're going to ban abortion. They're trying to do things, bring segregation back in place, all kind of things, redlining.
We are all going back down south, okay?
Yeah,
If not,
that's why I said
we're
redlining.
going back. We're going all.
Yeah,
You can't.
they're going to try to ship us all back to the south.
You can't even get a divorce, so please, nobody
Yeah.
ask to marry me, please, because we cannot get a divorce. So what?
Oh, yeah.
But I just want to show y'all, right? Salute to you too, right? I just want to show y'all so y'all can see that I'm not joking here, right?
Yeah.
I want y'all to see. What does this say? Trump promised to give cops such as cops who blanked Sonya Massey full immunity.
Yep.
Right? Trump's plan, I told y'all, that is part, again, 3 weeks ago, right? Now, this is just recently, but I told y'all when we went, that's why I be trying to get y'all to come to class, right? And the ones who come to class will know, right? I always give y'all moments. But as 3 weeks ago, what does this say? Trump's plan for police immunity, right? Trump promised to give law enforcement essentially immunity in their efforts to fight crime. Again, y'all, do y'all need for me to go through the videos of all the women haters? Do y'all hate black women so much? Do you know what it's going to do to y'all black men?
Hey,
Y'all
I'm gonna tell y'all something
y'all
else too.
still want to continue? Do y'all need for me to go through all the videos? This is crazy. Okay, this is Willie D, so I will not be playing this, right? Y'all got to catch that on the replay. Catch that on his show, right? I ain't got no time for that type of copyright strike.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. If I could say real quick, Shug, and another, like, they put a lot of little sneaky things in this Project 2025. You know how they just, for years and years, since they enacted this law, I think it was back in and this was directed at the Black Panthers. I think it was 66 or 67. If you were convicted of a felon, you could not vote. And the reason they did that, because they charged all of the Panthers, of course, with felonies. And that way that would unarm them, because they were, you remember the famous picture of the Panthers standing on the steps of the Capitol with all, long rifles or whatever. So that was what that was for. So for all these years, felons haven't been able to vote. When Obama came in office, Obama introduced legislation which basically restored the rights of felons to be able to vote and different things. Well, Project 2025, they're trying to reinstitute that. They're going to put the clamps on felons. You're going to have to live in a certain.
No, if he wins, it's done, right?
Yeah, you can't vote no more. Is what I'm getting at.
It's done, right?
Yeah.
Now, as I'm just going through the thing, right? Trump also says, please do not be nice with arrestees, right?
He told the police at a police conference, as he was speaking to police, he said, don't be nice to them. Don't be gentle. Rough their ass up, because I got your back. You're not going to get prosecuted. He literally said that out of his mouth in front of cameras and mics. See, they're not hiding it. They've become emboldened because they saw how much shit Trump got away. I mean, stuff.
Hold on. Supreme Court issues ruling. Oh, that's Trump immunity, right? I'm just trying to get through this because I got to run and come back, right? But again, I just need for y'all to know, right? I need for you guys to know he promised to give cops who blanked Sonya full immunity, right? Again, it ain't even just about her. It's also about the babies, right? Again, y'all gonna have to pick a side, right? Y'all go again. That's the purpose of voting. There's only two people, right? Just make sure you're voting, which it's crazy. Like I said, it all ties in. Just make sure y'all voting the right way, right? Now, some of the things they may have said in Project 25 is it's okay, right? Everything can't be bad. But when you're talking about full immunity for Popo, well, hold up. That would make, I don't know about other races, but I know about our race. We should be like,
That's why I
right?
said y'all pull that up and read what's in there. You will be, I'm telling you, it will shock your conscience. It'll shock. They lie. They will literally, they'll lie to your face. They put all these things in Project 2025 and then they'll get on TV and claim that they're not in there. Why? Because like we said, you want to hide something from black folks, you put it in something that they have to read. Because let me give you a real quick example, because I know we finna go, Suge. We've been talking about this attempted assassination on Trump. Do you know Trump didn't get shot with a bullet? Do you know, and they still won't say, but, and this is not alleged. The bullet, what struck him was one of the bullets that was fired hit, it was just like a pole in this metal box. It hit the, and fragments from the box that the bullet hit flew and nicked him in the ear. Not the bullet, a bullet never touched him, but
Ain't nothing,
this is how much they'll lie
touched
to
his
you.
ear. Nothing touched the man's ear. Okay,
Yeah.
nothing touched his ear.
Yeah, the bullet was not nowhere near him. So
Neither
that's
did
why
the
the person in
fragments.
the
Nothing
crowd,
hit the man's ear.
that's why the person in the crowd was the one that got unalived. He was standing in the crowd. He was nowhere close to Trump. So that lets you know that that dude was not accurate, and that was not that bullet never hit Trump. But he'll still say right now, and they just, but see, they didn't even want to. That's why they didn't want to release his his medical reports. But I just made that point to say they'll lie to you blatantly because they know people are not going to follow up. Just watch what they say. They'll tell you everything that they're planning, but they just count on us not reading and not coming together like this and talking about it and standing up. So just be aware. That's the only, they know that. They know for the most part, we're not going to come together. We're not going to talk about these things like we're doing here. So that's why it's so important. Y'all come back so we can finish this up, because this gets deeper and deeper. This rabbit hole is endless, man.
Right. So I just like to say that's the update to the update. I would say y'all gotta be in class. Y'all know I'm gonna bring it to you. I'm gonna bring it to you. Right. But again, rest in peace, young baby, little young man. Right. You should not have to. The last thing you witness on this earth is your mom's being essayed and stabbed. That's your last sight of your life before your life was taken. Right.
Well, his last sight was that barrel of that police officer with a hole in his chest. But yeah, those two things were his last two memories on earth. That's crazy.
Right. All right. So hopefully he is, resting in peace. Like, but I with these sellouts that we have, with these sellouts, all of that. Like I said, y'all could not vote, right? That's up to y'all. But y'all want to put up on I'm not voting for Camilla, and if you don't like that, unfriend me now, right? I'm like,
Yep. And you know what, ladies? We talked about it yesterday a little bit. Economically, the female dollar in this country right now drives the engine in the black community. Cut these Negroes off. Stop sending them donations. Stop watching their channels. And these dudes, they're going to fade away. Because I said that, talking about Nature Boy, I said all that would have to happen for Nature Boy to go away is for women to cut off the tap. Because women were the ones that were funding Nature Boy for the most part, besides his big, baby daddy donors. But your dollars are what a lot of these men depend on. Going to the church, you're going to see 85% women up in that church. So when they getting them tithes and offerings, whose purse that's coming out of? A woman's, not a man's. It's coming out of a woman's. Y'all dollars drive this. Economically, starve them out. Starve them out. Like he said, unfriend me. That's exactly what you do. That's it. And then we all got a voice, because we all have access to a YouTube channel. Like Suge told me, all you got to do is click that live button and make your thoughts known. And the more of us that make our voices known, we going to drown them out eventually. We going to win. We not going to let them win. I'm not cut like that. They're going to have to unalive me to win.
And then they had the mammy. I never heard of her before. Donna, whatever. She got it as like the rapper Dana Dane, but she curved something like
Donna
that.
Dane, I think it is Donna Dane or something. Yeah,
they don't chewed her a new one. I haven't seen it. Maybe she took it down, right? But these mammies is out of. I am so waiting for Crimson Tide. I swear, I'm waiting for Crimson Tide and Viva. They did not come quick as they used to, because they're trying to figure out. I think I better leave this one alone, right? Even Even Antard.
Yeah. See, because you know what the mammy did?
Hold on. Even Antard had to say that was wrong, right?
Yeah.
At this point, even Antard, even
They just
the
canceled
guy.
him. Yeah, they just canceled.
No, they didn't cancel Antard, but
Well,
even he had to sit up there. And had to call it for the way it is. That's all we ask for people to do is call it for the way it is, right? And no, but he still, he don't get the full credit because he's gonna say, ain't got nothing to do it because she's a black woman. Nigga, it's okay to say you killed a black woman. It's okay. I'm just saying it's okay. I
don't
give you
put race in it. Y'all want to put race in everything. Yeah, because race is the key factor. Yes, we put race in it. Yes.
See, either you for black people or not. That's the point that I'm saying. It ain't no black man. It ain't no black woman. It's either we black people or the fuck we're not. Right? There should not be. Y'all gonna have to make some decisions. Right? I'm for the black people. Now, as for the black, that include the man and woman because we are man and woman. But baby, y'all have to make some decisions. Now, if it wasn't the Project 25, and if you feel Kamala is not good for the job, then you know what? You got every right to vote for who you want to vote for, right? But I always tell you guys, the main votes that nobody don't understand how important it is them judges that's giving them immunity and shit. Guess what? They got to get voted in. Sometime they may, throughout the whole EDAD, it may be like maybe 50 people that come out, right? So they went by default, right? Because nobody looks at the judges. No, most of these positions, they got to be voted in, right? The city council, nobody puts fire to their ass. They're the ones who is your mouthpiece. And then the assemblyman is that state. That's your mouthpiece. Their mouthpiece is to speak to the Senate. The Senate now would be our mouth. But it starts from nobody cares about them regular races. Them are the ones that really mean the most, right? The president don't hear you, right? It trickles down to your councilman and your district leader and stuff like that. You got to start with them. Now, when you put fire to their ass, now they're going to have to do something. We can't put fire. We can say, well, we want President Day. No. We got to put fire. We don't even want to do that.
And I'm gonna tell you something else they're trying to do too. Sure, you always bring up good points to make me think of other things. I hate to keep jumping in, but part of what they're trying to also pass with this Project 2025 bill is they want to give lifetime appointments to judges so that when they get the judges they want, like they got the majority in the Supreme Court, now they have a lifetime appointment. You can't get rid of them until they pass away. And that way they can control things for 20, 30, 40 years because the average term on the Supreme Court is about 20 years. 20 years. They can control the laws and the narrative for a lifetime. So those kind of things are important. People will pass little things like that. They want to give prosecutors and judges lifetime appointments, meaning they can never be taken out of office. They have to literally pass away or retire. And they know that they're good at those little things, getting the local people elected, like Suge was saying, because then it trickles upward. And so if they control the local politics, they control the state politics, and then the federal government politics. And so those kind of little things they throw in there too, trying to get these judges to sit on the court for a lifetime appointment.
And even if it was lifetime, even if we don't like that, at least we could say we voted them in. We don't do that. Yo, everybody else, I'm so sick of this. Our forefathers is our ancestors right now. It's like turning so far over. Like we always had sellouts and coons and shit like that. But I know we all ain't blind, yo. We all ain't blind. I don't care if we're doing a slow motion, medium motion, fast. Yeah, we are. Then the other guy would dig go to steam. The guy said was on the fucking floor. So what's your point of showing us the steam from the pot? All we know is when she got up, when her ass was down, what you expect for her to do? All she's doing is walking, and you're talking about some freaking steam water, and nothing. When she at that point when she's holding it up, nothing is in the pot. Cause that's why she's able to hold the pot with one hand over her head. The water, when she dropped down, already spilled on the fucking floor. It was never thrown at him, right? And it's sad to hear our people go against that when you could see, like at this point, even if you do want to put it the way Anthony said, it's not a black or white thing. It don't matter. They're still, and now come to find out that this the second time the police took out somebody from that family.
And you got to think about it too. There's rules to lethal force. Even, let's just, like I said, in the most generous circumstances, let's say she was trying to throw the water. The worst that could happen to him was probably a light surface 3rd-degree burn from the hot water. A pot of hot water does not equal the same force as a bullet. That is the bottom line. If she had a knife in her hand, it would even be more judgeable. It's just like saying, if a police officer thinks that he's going to get beat up in a fight, he has the right to shoot. He doesn't. You have to match force. So even if they're trying to say she had a pot of, okay, fine. Let's say she had a pot of water and she was trying to throw it at him. A bullet and a pot of hot water are not equal force. And that's what's going to get this dude. Hopefully, but that's what should get this cop, because you can't get around the law. You have to use equal force. That's why it's called excessive. That's just like if I was punching a police officer and they shot me, that is an excessive use of force. They could have tased me, they could have pepper sprayed me, they could have went hand to hand, hands-on with me, with other officers assisting them. There's other alternatives, and that's what I don't want people to skip over. I don't care if she had, what if it was a basket of laundry and she was going to throw a basket of laundry?
Bro, they can't even use, they can try to, but they can't even use that, because that's just like telling a criminal that, remember, she's not even a criminal. She called y'all, right? She didn't even have to let you in the house, period, right? But the thing is, that's like telling a criminal, even though you're the criminal, I'm ready to arrest you. You know what? Go pick up that knife for me over there, right? Like, who does that, right?
Exactly.
So, right. So obviously, you sent her over there. Why are you worrying about her pot for?
Exactly.
And then she got nervous. She got nervous. That's why she said, "I rebuke you," because number one, she went through it already with the cousin. Number one. Number two, she already was feeling like something was going to happen. And then number three, even in her mind, is why you want me to get this hot water, right? No, nobody's not even questioning what is going on in her mind. Why would a cop tell you about your pot? Even if it is to cut it off, the point of you going over there with the boiling water, even if you just cut it off, he would have still said she attempted to, got the ball. Like, nobody's thinking like, God damn it, I'm gone. Like, she knew she was gone.
Yeah. Why would you say to a police officer when they're standing outside, y'all, please don't hurt me? 10 seconds later, the police walks in your house behind you and shoots you.
And then he asked to come in. Remember, she was like, well, okay, I'm all right. He the one asked to come in. She didn't have to give you nothing. Right?
Right.
But even who, guys, I just wanted y'all to see that new little piece. Hopefully I'm gonna dig into the little boy and find out what more information that I can come up with. But the kids, they're doing a late shift today. So they're not doing an early shift. They're doing a late shift today because something is going on. So I'll be back in a couple of hours. So guys, that's the latest update. You're only gonna get it here. So stay tuned for more. And thank all of you guys for being here. I was hoping your ass popped up, bro. I wanted you to see that little boy. I'm like, that's why I let other stuff play till your ass got here.
Because I told you I was out cutting grass today, and just going to show you how stuff affects you. The whole time we were out cutting grass, I was worried about something happened to one of them kids while they were in my care. Suggest some police roll up. Hey, what are y'all doing? Hey, we cutting grass because you saw the videos before where they would harass kids for working. And I was thinking about that, and it had me so mad all day. But that's why I can't wait to get back. We're gonna pick back up, y'all. But thanks for tuning in, gang. And this stuff is important, man. So come back when Suge comes back on, and we can finish this, man, because it has to be talked about.
Whew. I done got like 150. I feel like 150. What you call that? When the heat 150
heat stroke?
Nah. 100 what you call that? Degrees. I feel like I'm 150 degrees. I can't even talk right. They don't mess me up, right? They don't mess me up. I feel like I done went to 150 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's take this out. Let me take you guys out of here.
See y'all in a little bit, gang.
In the land of real, there's a love that's true. Sugar love is her name, spreading sweetness too. Her voice like velvet, smooth as a summer breeze. A podcast, the soundtrack to everybody's ears. Sugar love, she's the queen of soul. Ooh, yeah. Her podcast, the place where the stories unfold. Ooh, yeah. News and entertainment with a touch so sweet. She's the heartbeat of the community's beat. She brings the news with flavor like a cup of hot tea. Uncovering stories, bringing light to what we see. With her infectious laughter, she uplifts every soul. Sugar